It's almost saddening when I saw people crowding in on top of each other to buy not food, not water, but the most superficial things possible. And I really, really fell into a pit of despair. And I turned to the Lord and I said, Lord, I really am going to need some help with this one. And almost as if all of a sudden it dawned on me, we're going up on Holy Week. And I was drawn back into another time in my life when I was going through a very, very bad period of time. When my ex-wife left me, off Palm Sunday no less, and left me and my 4 kids alone. And that week I went out to do Holy Week services because I just didn't know what else to do. And on that Wednesday Eve, I heard in the Epistle of Paul words that spoke to me so deeper than any words I'd ever heard at that time in my life. It was really an opening for me that in one of my most desperate moments, God spoke to me in a way I don't think I've ever had him speak to me before. And I heard, as he said in 2 Corinthians, through his Apostle Paul, we do not want you to be ignorant, brethren, of our trouble which came to us in Asia, that we were burdened beyond measure, above strength, so that we despaired even of life. Yes, we had the sentence of death in ourselves, that we should not trust in ourselves, but in God who raises the dead, who delivered us from so great a death, and does deliver us, in whom we will trust that he will deliver us. You also helping together in prayer for us, that thanks may be given by many persons on our behalf, for the gift granted to us through many. I heard those words, and as I was thinking this week, and it all come flooding back to me yet again. That there are times in our life where we are crushed beyond our strength. There are times when simply we have to admit, and this is hard, especially as Americans, to admit that we don't have the strength to deal with what we're dealing with in the world. And this is when God is teaching us and saying to us and telling us that it is not our strength we need to be learning in this life, but it is his strength we need to be embracing. That God-like strength, that God-like life that can only come from him, that happens when we turn to him. That when we say, I need your help. The Apostle Paul wasn't ashamed to admit he was despaired beyond the hope of even living. But he learned at that moment, it is not he who lives and strengthens in us, but it is God who lives in us and strengthens us and gives us what we need to get through. Brothers and sisters in Christ, I encourage you at this moment to open up your life to God. Let his strength be what sees you through this. I know many of us also feel this hopelessness and despair, struggle with it. Let God be your strength. Let God be your hope. Let God be your salvation. Let him work in you. And the amazing thing is when you embrace this, when you start to work at this, when you let God be your strength in your life, you suddenly start to realize that, you know what? This wasn't as bad as maybe I thought it was going to be. Why? Because I learned how to be a better person. I learned how to be more caring. I learned how to be more loving. I learned how to be, most importantly, more Christian, and even more than that, more God-like. This is an opportunity, if we take it and hold on to it, to let God strengthen us and to be in our lives. So with this, let us embrace the Lord. Let us embrace his strength. And let us love one another, so we all may be reunited when this dread pandemic has passed. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. The blessing of the Lord be upon you, as grace and love for mankind, always now and ever, and to the ages of age. Amen. Glory to you, Christ, our God and our hope. Glory to you.
Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, now and ever, and unto ages of ages. Amen. Lord have mercy, Lord.
Constantinople, and of all the saints, have mercy on us and save us, for as much as he is good and lover of all mankind.